What up, guys? This chapter will provide guidance on how to modify the font type and size in Word. Microsoft Word, you have the option to apply diverse fonts of varying size to your text. By altering the fonts and its size, you can adjust the overall look of your document. Normally, different fonts are utilized in headings and paragraphs. Thus, acquiring knowledge on the appropriate use of different fonts is significant. This chapter is designed to impart easy to follow instructions on adjusting the font and its size. So without further ado, let's start with font itself. So if you go to the font group here in the home tab, you have our default font, which is Calibri, and the default font size, which is 11. There are different types of fonts here. We have agency FB, Algerian, Arial Black, Arial Narrow. There are different types of fonts you can choose from. All these are examples of fonts, font type actually. So let me show you how they are used. Let's say we have our document. As usual, I'm going to randomly generate a text. Alright, we have our text here. Now let's see how we can utilize the font type we want. By default, this text you're looking at right now is in Calibri, which is here. If you want to change your font size, your font type actually, all you have to do is select the portion you want to change. So let's say I wanted to change this whole paragraph. I'll select it, then I'll come to the font type here in font. I'll click the drop down button, and then I have different fonts to choose. Take note the difference in the font types. So once I get to a font I would like to use, let's say I would want to use the Algerian. All I have to do is hover to the Algerian and single click, and our font is changed. So that's how easy it is in changing the font type. So as I said earlier on, all you have to do is copy, select the area of the document you want to change its font, then come to the home tab, under font group you click on the drop down button in font types and select the type of font you want. So I'll scroll down here, I see a very nice looking font, let's say this, then I'll click on it to select it, and by that doing my font type will change. Now let's move on to font size. So similar in a similar way, the font size changes the size of the font. Let's say you wanted this paragraph to appear a bit bigger compared to the rest of the paragraph. Let me actually use these three paragraphs. So let's say you wanted this paragraph to look a bit bigger compared to the other paragraphs. All you have to do is select it just as I did. I'm going to select it one more time. Then I'll go to fonts under home tab. I'll go to the drop down button here, click on it, and then I will select this number I want. So take note of how the font size keep changing as I hover around the different sizes. Alright, so when I get to one that I like, let's say 16, I'll click on it, and then my font size increases. Alternatively, you could also use the shrink and grow button. This is the shrink or increase font size. Actually, this is a grow button, and this is a shrink one. If I wanted to increase the size of my fonts, let's say I wanted to increase this paragraph, I could decide to use the grow button or the increase font size button by just clicking on it, and it increases. Similarly, if I wanted to reduce it, I'll come to the shrink or the decrease font size and click on it for it to get decreased to the level I want. I don't think I want my font size to look like this. So I would rather put it this way. I think it looks better this way. So that is how easy it is in changing the font type and the font size. Now let's say after doing all these things you wanted to clear all your formatting. You would have to either go back to your you either select it, change it back to 8 normal size, or you select it, change it back to 8 normal font type. But Microsoft provides a very easy way in clearing all your font, and that is by using this little guy here. It's called the clear all formatting. Once you click on it, it will clear every changes you've made, changes such as your font size and the font style, except your highlighting. We'll get to that soon. So I'm going to clear all formatting. I think I have to highlight the whole thing. So Ctrl+A will highlight everything for me, or I'll just select everything. But it's going to do the same thing. So Ctrl+A to select everything. Then I'll come to my clear all formatting, then clear it. Now you can see that my document has gone back to 8 normal form. So that is how easy it is in changing the font size, changing the font style, and also clearing your formatting. So that is how easy it is. The next time we meet, we'll talk about text decorating. We'll talk about making text bold, making text underline, making text italic, so on and so forth. So see you in the next tutorial.